Richard Lee runs a thriving business in Oakland, California. Like any other businessman, Lee pays tax on his gross sales. Unlike every other businessman, he asked for it. In fact, he asked for a lot of it.
We try to keep a real friendly atmosphere, kind of like a little neighborhood coffee shop.
Lee's coffee shop, Blue Sky, pays the city of Oakland $18 for every $1,000 in gross sales. That's 15 times the normal rate, thanks to a measure Lee helped to get on the ballot in the city's special July election.
We won 4 awards for our excellent service and low prices.
What's behind all the extra taxes? It's not the latte. Coffee shop Blue Sky is a medical marijuana dispensary, where California residents can legally buy the drug with a doctor's recommendation. Dispensaries in Oakland are now part of a separate business class. They pay higher gross sales taxes. The new tax law was a victory for advocates of marijuana legalization.
We want to be taxed more because it's cheaper to pay the tax man than it is to pay lawyers. And it's better to be seen as a part of the business community that is contributing our fair share than to be thrown in jail and treated as criminals.
Lee has been a political activist for 18 years. He is also the president of Oakland University, where students come to train for the medical marijuana industry.
We start off with politics and legal issues. Those are prerequisites. We make everybody take those because we really are about changing the laws and the politics.
Left behind. Now I'm looking at this branch here and I'm thinking, well, the top of it, it's off to the side, is going to be producing something fairly decent.
Then once the students have taken those classes, then they can go on to horticulture, hash making, cooking with cannabis, bud tending, management, starting your own business, your own dispensary or other cannabis business.
Early flowering. Some people actually do this right at the end of vegetative growth as they're going into flowering.
In mid-October, the Federal Justice Department announced it will not go after medical marijuana suppliers or users in states where medical marijuana is legal. That announcement energized the Oakland community as they prepare for their next battle.
Now, the next step is to change state law to allow cities to formally tax and regulate cannabis business. And so we're working on our initiative called Tax Cannabis 2010.
Tax Cannabis 2010 needs 600,000 signatures by February to get on the ballot. If passed, it will allow California residents over the age of 21 to possess up to an ounce of cannabis, and it lets local governments regulate and tax the sales, potentially generating billions of dollars for the cash-strapped state.
This year, for the first time, we've seen a majority of voters in polling saying that they're in favor of legalization, and we do believe the economy is part of that. The cuts in social services that are going on because of the budget problems, people are more open to changing the laws now than they were a couple of years ago.
I'm for recreational cannabis use, but I also am for the medical movement as well. So I just support cannabis in all attributes of it. It would allow for police to change their priority from non-criminal offenses to violent crimes, which is what they should be focusing on. And it'll also bring in a lot of revenue for the state.
In spite of favorable polls and the financial incentive, Lee is not convinced the measure will pass easily.
It's not really like we've made it, There's still a lot of danger and a lot of work to be done. And so, this is just one more battle in a very big war. And until we get to the last one, it's not over.
For Time.com, Sean Donnelly, reporting from Oakland, California.